Good day there, my YouTube neighbor. This is David Richardson once again presenting something to you of a value. And this time I'm asking you for a favor, and at the same time, with that favor, the value that I'm presenting to you will be more clear to you than what it was before I started this process. Now, what I'm asking you to do at this present time is to visit YouTube and type into the YouTube search engine 3 words: Newsmatic Income Tax Shelter. Just type that in. For those American neighbors, tax shelter is what this is about, and Newsmatic. And for those outside of America, the term Newsmatic is what this is all about. The term Newsmatic, as I foresaid, is the study of money. Money is what this is really all about. What kind of money? Gold and silver. Gold and silver is what this is about, and Numis Network is also the company that's involved in this gold and silver. Now let me give you some more background on myself. My name is David Richardson. I have operated my own accounting company for well over 30 years. I have given income tax advice and income tax preparation for many, many years, even before I started the company. And I can suggest to you that this product is all about you accumulating and collecting wealth. And for those outside of America, the 3 websites that you see is going to provide you with that information. And for those inside of America, the websites are going to provide you with the income tax advice that you're going to need in order for you to understand the process of this being an income tax shelter. Go to YouTube, type into the YouTube search engine Newsmatic Income Tax Shelter. When you do that, you're going to be then given information from YouTube, from presidents of the United States. You're going to be given information from congressmen and senators of the United States, all talking about income tax shelters. So it's not just me that's recommending that you start your own income tax shelter. Now, for an income tax shelter is provided when you start a business. People, property, or a business is what you're going to need in order to reduce your income tax shelter. People, property, or a business. And this Numis Network is an opportunity for you to start a business from your home. If you're paying rent in your home, if you're paying a mortgage in your home, 17% of the monthly rent, 17% of the monthly mortgage that you pay each month can be reducing your tax liability. If you're paying $1,250 in rent, or if you're paying $1,250 in mortgage, your reduction in your liability is $2,550. If you're paying $4,100 in rent or $4,100 in mortgage, your reduction to your liability is $8,364. So if you're paying anything above that or anything below that, it makes no difference. 17% of whatever you are going to pay can be written off on your liabilities. So just take it, that monthly fee times 12 times 17%, and that will be the reduction in your liability. It takes money to pay your liability, and it takes money to reduce your tax liability. And what we're talking about here is that you're using gold and silver to reduce your tax liability for all you Americans. Now, the website at the top on the screen, www.numispresentation.com, that's going to be presented by 2 individuals, where both individuals are earning over and well excess of $100,000 a month. One of those individuals lives outside of America, and one of them lives inside of America. So those of you who are watching this YouTube outside of America, this can prove that you can earn more than $100,000 a month outside of America through Numis Network, because Numis Network is a global company. Regardless of where you are in the world, whatever country or whatever continent you own, Numis Network is operating by selling gold and silver for that country's government. And regardless of where you are, whether it's in France, Germany, whether you're in Mexico, whether you're in Canada, whether you're in Australia, Japan, China, Taiwan, doesn't matter where you are in the world, you have gold and silver as a country in gold and silver. So I'm suggesting that you get involved. I'm tonguing it because I'm trying to rush this, and I want to reemphasize once again for how important for you to go to YouTube and type in YouTube Newsmatic Income Tax Shelter, and then share that with as many people as possible. Do you know there's well over 1.8 billion people using the internet, but yet there are over 5 billion people using cell phones? You can take your cell phone and just dial in a number, and whoever answers on the other end, tell them to type in YouTube search engine Newsmatic Income Tax Shelter, and then you have already shared this with that person, and I will show you how you're going to benefit from that process. Just pick up your cell phone and call someone and tell them to type into YouTube search engine Newsmatic Income Tax Shelter. Make sure you tell all your family members to type that same thing in YouTube search engine, and then I will show you how you're going to benefit from that process. You see, because every time you share it with someone, you are going to accumulate and collect wealth. The accumulation that you're going to have is gold and silver. The wealth that you're going to accumulate is as a result of you having the gold and silver. So you can't lose with this process. The only way you can lose is not take advantage of the process. And simply by asking someone to share with someone that they should type into YouTube search engine Newsmatic Income Tax Shelter. Newsmatic Income Tax Shelter. Newsmatic Income Tax Shelter. I keep saying it because I get tongue-tied. Newsmatic Income Tax Shelter. Just type that into the search engine and you will be presented with all kinds of information about this process. Now, for those of you who are going to set up the tax shelter, you can visit the website, the last website, but let me give you the one in the center first. gsgtcompletecopy.com. At gsgtcompletecopy.com, make sure you click on Mike Mezak's button. Mike Mezak is the only person that I know in the entire world that sold over $1 billion worth of gold and silver. $1 billion worth of gold and silver is being sold by Mike Mezak, and he's an authority, and he's there to give you advice on the authority that he has with regards of you marketing gold and silver on the internet. Yes, you're marketing it on the internet, and there are over 1.8 billion people using it, and there are over 5 billion people using cell phones that you have an opportunity to ask to go to YouTube and type in Newsmatic Income Tax Shelter. So you should see, all you got to do is to share the information, and you don't have to know the person that you're sharing it with, even though I'm recommending that you share it with your family members, the immediate family members first, because those are the ones that you want to accumulate and collect wealth first. So www.gsgtcompletecopy.com, www.gsgtcompletecopy.com. Click on the product button, become familiar with all the products that Numas have. Click on the compensation button so you can get familiar with how you're going to be compensated on the process. And then if you don't have enough information, then you want to get information from me, and you can do that by visiting newsmaticincometexshelter.com. the last website that you see on the screen, www.newsmaticincometexshelter.com. Go to that link, www.newsmaticincometexshelter.com. Leave me your name, leave me your email address, and leave me your phone number if you want me to call you, and I will provide you with whatever additional information you need in order for you to get started. Now, for wherever you are in America, it's cost less than $500. I think around $495 to start this process. One-time fee, tax deductible for all Americans, and one-time fee for all inside and outside of America. www.newsmatic.income-tax-shelter. Give me your name, email address, and a phone number, and this information you require, I will provide it. I want to now just conclude this, but I think I've already taken up too much time. But make sure that you understand the importance of what I'm asking you to do to help you to help yourself. You're going to earn more than $100,000 a month by doing just what I'm asking you to do. By going to YouTube, typing in YouTube, Newsmatic Income Tax Shelter, and then you want to call as many people as possible and ask them to do the same thing. Go to YouTube, type into the search engine, Newsmatic Income Tax Shelter. When they do that, you will benefit. Use your cell phone. 5 billion possibilities for you to use that. Use the internet. 1.8 billion people for you to do that. And you're going to earn more than $100,000 a month. And perhaps you're going to then take some of that money and buy gold and silver, because the more gold and silver that you have in America, the less income tax you pay and the more wealth you accumulate. I want to thank you, and I hope for you to have a blessed day. Be good and be blessed. Bye-bye.